I was just about to say we don't have the time to stop and gather these Thrinxes. But we will need food, and we don't want to wait till we're starving to get it. Hello everyone, Thrinxes here, and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Episode 2 of Season 2, that's what we're going to call it, as we've restarted to be involved in the Alpha 12 version. And look at this over here. I was going to set up this place to be our home in the last episode, as I'm sure you saw my knuckle-headed move in order to try to set up over here, but now I'm like, this area looks like it has a lot more green going for it, so let's change this to be home. And I think we'll just remove this one. Alright, let's get in our damaged hoverbike. Well, let's not head back up to the glaciers at night. And I understand I could sleep through the night and travel during the day, and it might be warmer. It most likely would be warmer. But I don't want any of the things I have that will spoil to spoil, and I don't want to sleep through the night unless I have a lot of things queued up to be constructed, which I also don't. Look at how much warmer it is here, even in the middle of the night. Oh, what are these creatures? Alien assassin? Oh, what? No, I reject these terms. Why didn't I just stay where I was? Here we go. This is fairly nice. It's only -7 degrees in the middle of the night. That's not bad. But we have to worry about alien assassins. So maybe that's a net loss? Okay, let's get our construction down. Let's put all of Chief Palant, the log of Chief Engineer Palant found in the wreckage. Yeah, never should have picked you up. That's fine. And there we go. Put everything back in here. Let's see about... We have a core, so let's make a base starter. And then... steel plate, 10 steel plates to make a steel block. That's frightening. It's really frightening. 2 iron ingots makes 10. So you're talking... So 5 iron ore will effectively make... Okay, so it's 1 iron ore per block, roughly. No, that's not going to work for us. We just don't have the resources to do anything, any kind of grand thing, so let's give ourselves a chainsaw and try to make a lot of fuel. And that way we'll be able to start harvesting some of these resources. I don't really want to mess with an alien assassin. But at the same time, I'm not just trying to huddle up in a tent and wait for our food to slowly run out. Well, not slowly. It ran out very quickly due to my shenanigans in the last episode. But we wanted the experience, and now we've gotten it. So I think what we can do in this location, actually, is we can scan. Scan for POIs and resources nearby. As soon as we grab just a little bit more of this stone. It's really surprisingly warm at this little spring here. Alright, let's run a scan. We're going to remove this little home icon because that's where the alien assassins are. Right down here, the lower elevation. Let's get good and warmed up. Alright, let's reload. Alright, let's start gathering some wood. It's going to be tricky given the decided lack of resources. But I think during the day we'll be able to afford to go back over to the wreckage and harvest that for steel plates and maybe spend some time mining the copper. But I want to have a lot of construction in place before I sleep through the night, so we're going to queue up a lot of wooden blocks. I think for the most part, we're doing okay. Let's take a look at what we can make that we're going to need. A water generator, that's probably a thing we're going to need. Solar capacitor, likely a thing we'll need. Cargo box, small constructor. Okay, well, let's see if we can start to unlock some of these. Oh no, because we spent them on goofy things we didn't need. Alright, well, fair enough. Lessons learned the hard way and all that. Let's make a couple hundred wooden blocks and put this nighttime behind us. Okay, and look how much warmer it is with the sun coming up. Maybe even one can hope those alien assassins aren't going to come by here and check all this out. Look at that, 200 blocks queued up. I could have made more. I could have made quite a few more, actually. Well, while that's happening, let's... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to make 200 more. Alright, while that's happening, let's take this with us. And I think we're just going to leave that portable constructor there. Let's mark this waypoint as home exclamation point. There we go. And we'll leave that portable constructor there constructing, and we're going to head back over to some wreckage and some resource deposits. Because this is what we need right here. Some plant proteins. Mushrooms. Yes, we did get a lot of spoiled food. I think we might have to finally take on this slime. Oh, reload, reload. Do not go into battle with an empty shotgun. What did that give us? Ah, we did get some meat off the slime. Is it going to be something we want to eat? I don't know. I leave that to your imagination. Alright. Crushed stones are valuable. Now, if you have a dedicated resource deposit, you don't really need them, but they are sort of a catch-all for resources. Natural stimulant. Ooh, we want to get some more of those. What do we have here? Herbs. Silicon. There's level 4. More mushrooms. Good. Alright, let's keep going. Not a lot of plants. So limited. Alright, let's give a scan, proper scan here. Copper deposit and all that wreckage. Well, that's where we're headed. We just need to stop for any and all of these plant proteins we can find currently. Okay. Not so bad, not so bad. There's more. Boy, finding this damaged hoverbike was really an awesome thing. It pays to know a little bit about how the game functions before you play it. There is something to be said for playing a game blindly, and I do not regret my Season 1, however. It brings me great joy to play this game with at least the early game with a little bit of knowledge. We've still got a question mark at 1.12 kilometers away. That's the large wreckage, did we not? Okay. Alright, well, let's check out the copper deposit first. Because we're going to need lots of copper, and we might as well. Before we do that, maybe we can put down our heater here. And let's see if we can multitask a little bit. Oh, we don't have 3 iron ore. Decisions were made. Alright, well, before we start on all that, let's just do a little cursory examination around us and see if we can find some iron. Very good. Plant protein, plant fibers. Alright. So we'll make the portable constructor. Let's eat our energy bar and make some more. Okay. What is this? Energy drink. Hot beverage. Uses 2 buds. Oh. Oh, we've got to make a hot beverage. That's something I didn't even pay attention to in my last game, but on this freezing planet, a little valuable. Sort of worth it. It's actually not that cold over here. Alright, so this was the purpose. Let's go ahead and scan. Is my copper deposit... We're like right on top of it, right? Yeah, we're like right on top of it. There it is. Okay, well... Time to drill down. It's not iron, but having this much copper is going to help. A very small deposit, though. Alright, we've got our portable constructor. And what I would like to do here... Let's see, is we're going to learn the hover vehicle detector. And let's see what it takes to make one of these. I doubt we have the equipment, but electronics and optical fiber. There it is. Okay, and while that's being constructed, let's get back to work over here. Ooh, whoa, easy does it, Thranxes, easy does it. The vertigo. So I think we'll mine this for a bit. We'll get the detector on our hoverbike, and then we'll see about doing some deep exploration. I'm content so far to kind of start my base over at that one geothermal spot, even with the presence of alien assassins, but if we could do a little bit of a wider sweep of the planet, see a little bit more of the area before I commit anything really large and substantial, that would be great. Not to mention, I would love to find an iron resource deposit. Silicone would be good too, although ultimately not as necessary. What am I saying? Of course the silicon would be necessary, but iron being the one we really, really need a lot of. Alright, so if we leave any of this deposit behind, then we will not be contributing towards the depletion of the planet, which is the only way that more resources are delivered via meteorites, as I understand it. And we don't want to start putting down a base until we're going to be ready to defend ourselves. I don't yet know what the Xerax presence is like on this planet, but I'm sure it's there. We already know there's a plasma drone over near our quest destination. Alright, well, the good part about a small deposit is it's really easy to clean it all up. We're going to have plenty of copper, which is good because it means we won't... Ooh, inventory full. I had not considered such shenanigans. Good thing we have a cargo box here, right? Oof, and it can only hold a very little bit. Oh, and look, it put all the weight. It put all the weight in the rear. Whoops. Oh, look, the cargo box is right on top. Okay, let's see, can we hold all of the... No, we can't. Oh. Well, yeah, part of that is the detector, right? So let's get the detector in place. I'm thinking we can just put it... I mean, it would be nice if we could somehow get it to be... Yep, just like that. Alright, well now let's make sure we can get everything else here. Oh my gosh, we really can't, can we? We'll increase our body temperature a little bit. Let's eat a bunch of our energy bars. Keep eating them. Alright, and then we're going to make a bit of grilled steak. Wow, and that definitely means we can't pick these back up, right? Because... it's so much copper ore here. What if I put this on my hotbar, does that still count as... Yes, of course it still counts as being on my person, Thranxes. Arr, you chucklehead. Okay, what are our options? We can make a run back to our home, put down cargo storage there. We could... think this is in our best interest. So let's... Wait a second. What would it cost? And this might be a little out there if we just did yet another cargo box. 2 steel plates. Let's see, because we've already put a good bit of weight in this. No, we can still move fairly easily. So, okay, so all we need to do then... let's check the fuel tank. Fuel tank's doing well. I think we can afford to put one more in there. Right, so we'll make another cargo box, and then we'll use that cargo box... Oh my gosh! The biofuel is 20 kilos? Oh my gosh, why didn't I... That's going to take some getting used to. Okay, well now we have all the room in the world. Well, not all the room in the world, but lots of it. There we have it, and we'll put this cargo box... Let's see, wait a second. How much does the motorbike weigh? 59 kilograms, and this thing is... not a thing we need to be holding on to by any stretch of the imagination. There we go. Now we have cargo box number 2. Can we just put the motorbike in there for now? Thank goodness. Oh, that's a volume. 100 SUs of volume? The mass is totally... okay, well. This is great. We're learning things about muscle memory. Let's give a scan. Actually, as I sit here, my thought process is... Could we just clean up this copper deposit now? There's only 10% left. Could we just deplete it? I'm pretty sure we have the inventory space now. And if we have to, we'll throw that motorbike down. I think playing with weights and volume is sort of the way to go, in my humble opinion. I understand that many people dislike the game, or dislike that in the game. I was reading some very heated opinions about whether or not people play with it. I'm going to play with it until it... well, we'll see. I don't know. I think mostly I wanted to play with it just to see what the difference was. I'm a practical experiment kind of person. I like to see for myself. That's it. No copper deposit now. Beautiful. Alright, let's give a scan. Did we really not identify anything else other than those? Alright. So we get it. There's not a lot happening on this planet. I understand. Let's see what this is over here. In the cold plains. What is this? A ruined temple? Oh, wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Oh, this planet is just a whole lot of nothing. What is all this? Concrete block. Statue. It's like a fallen over statue. Oh, it is, too. Well, this is nothing worth a darn. And we didn't even get anything for tearing down that piece of concrete. Did we eat our steak? I must have. We're pretty full. Alright, well. We'll keep running a scan here. and see if we can find anything out in this direction. I know I'm passing some plant proteins. So we're much closer to the equator of the planet now. So I would expect this area... Well, there's water here. But it doesn't look like geothermal water. Perhaps it is. I don't see a vent. There's not nearly as much grass here, though. Alright, well, we still have a little bit of time before the sun sets, and we have plenty of fuel, and this really nice hoverbike. I say nice loosely. Let's go see what's over in this direction. As long as we're not going on top of a glacier mountain in the middle of the night, I think we'll be okay. Oh, it looks like more ruins. It is more ruins. Uh-oh. Look at that over there. Purple question mark. All of those waypoints just piled up over there. Yeah, it's cold. The sun is getting a little low on the horizon. Okay, well, we can heat up for a minute. Put down a portable heater. We'll drink a hot beverage. It just says it gives 8 body temperature. It doesn't really say how or for how long. Okay, 15 is still pretty darn cold. We need to get out of here. This is not a sustainable location. And we don't really have the time to be stopping and gathering. Oh, but there's 2 of them right next to each other. I was just about to say we don't have the time to stop and gather these Thranxes. But we will need food, and we don't want to wait till we're starving to get it. It's okay, we're still 22 degrees. It's cold, but our armor is slowing down our rate of heat loss. Just gonna blast across the snow plains here. We're going so fast, we're actually gaining daylight. And getting warmer. Look at these mountains. We have not done a heavy scan over here. Ooh. Okay, so we know where the Talon territory is now. Alright, let's start cutting in a little bit. Right? Oh. I don't know what was making that noise, but if it was those alien assassins, let's just get away from it fully and completely. Okay, well, let's not let the hoverbike fall down the mountainside. Please, Thranxes, please. Thank you. Alright, we're back home. Let's put our portable heat generator down, and look at all of this stuff. Now, what have we learned? Have we learned how to build some of the important base components yet? Like a cargo box is going to be very important. A constructor would be super important. We still have 8 unlock points available. 4 for that, and solar panels. No, we need small generator. We need more levels. We need more levels. It's so warm here. Alright, well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and put these resources in here, because I don't see a reason for us to be holding on to them. And we'll go, we'll go gather the rest of the copper and resources out of our hoverbike. Or, well, yeah, hoverbike, not motorbike, hoverbike. We're going to take the motorbike out of our hoverbike. That's how that goes. And we have all the copper we could need, which means we can save our crushed stone for things like more iron, of which we should be able to harvest some more steel plates to get working along those lines. Gosh, can we just put our motorbike in there? Does this portable constructor have a limit on... Oh, it doesn't look like it does. I accept these terms. This lowers your body temperature? No, thank you. Coolant? No. So I have on this ore scanner, but it doesn't seem to do anything. The tooltip says that you... while a drill is equipped, so... well, I don't know how that works. It doesn't really take up much space, though, so... we could queue up more wooden blocks. I would like to actually do some blocks that are going to afford us some level of protection. Steel blocks, though, that might just be a bridge too far, because it only crafts 1. One per 10 steel plates. Now, if we look at cement, cement is 2 stone dust, which comes... so 5 crushed stone is enough for 10 bags of cement. So 10 concrete blocks per 5 crushed stone. That means we could make about 200 with the crushed stone we have. I think we should make some. That might be bad math, but we need to start making some if we can. Mostly because we're going to need some level of fortification where our structure can withstand some damage. So we'll just keep our fingers ready for the shotgun and or pistol. Then we'll come over here and gather some more stone and stone dust for concrete. Look at how even with the sun down over here on the edge of this geothermal pit, it's only 0 degrees Celsius. And I know that's still very cold, but compared to the snow plains or the glacier mountains, good night. Massive difference. Tremendous difference. I think this is probably pretty good for the night. I don't really want our food to spoil, though. So we might just keep eating it and keep staying well fed. I wonder if we can put a fridge on the hover vehicle. But then does it stay powered? If I put a fridge on the hover vehicle, then I would think as soon as you cut the engine off, you know, you're not refrigerating the stuff in there anymore. To be fair, I don't really know the answer to that question. We are officially about to lose our sun. for the remainder of the day. It is crazy hot in this water. Okay, so over here it's cold. And then it starts getting warmer. Yep, and then it's like, boom, scalding. Okay, well, that just solidifies for me this is where we want to be. It's above 0 even at night. Well, I guess that's where we'll wrap things up for this episode. Until next time, take care.